With so much noise on the internet right now, if you're doing any sort of digital selling or digital journey building, one of the very important things you have to keep in mind is that you have to be able to speak to your audience on a deep level. Part of that comes from being able to personalize to your audience, not just to their persona, but where they are in your customer journey or their user journey. And a great example of this is something that I ran into a few days ago when I went to a local restaurant here in Austin, Texas. But one thing I noticed when the check finally came is this example of personalization, right? And this might not be personalizing at scale, but it definitely made an impact. And I would say this is one of the, people always talk about what's best practices, what are these case studies? This is a great case study. This case study doesn't come from some B2B firm or doesn't come from some giant manufacturing warehouse or any sort of, SaaS company. This best practice comes from a waitress at a restaurant that we went to that was super packed, right? Let me show you this level of personalization. This is the receipt we got. That's my fiance, that's my daughter, and that's our waitress. I looked around and every single person that this waitress was assisting had a different picture set up on the back of their receipt. Hand drawn for each one of them. The waitress didn't control maybe sales, didn't control marketing, but the one part she did control, she wanted to make sure that we personalized, that you left feeling like that person knew you, right? Their revenue increase or a tip increase based on that personalization on the back of the receipt, that's probably multi-touch attribution. That'll be a different video for a different day. But how do you do these? How do you create these aha moments? How do you create these moments where you're personalizing, and how do you do it at scale? One way to do it in Pardot is a function called dynamic content. Now, this is only available on the Plus and above on Pardot, but I think it's super important. Of course, always upgrade your Pardot plan when you have a strategy in place. If you do need a strategy in place, feel free to contact us. How do you do this level of personalization where you make each person feel like you know them personally and at scale? Of course, revenue attribution would be great too. So I'm going to show you how to set up dynamic content in Pardot in order to do this, right? So if you notice right here on this demo site I have set up, we have a header here that says free trial, right? Something a lot of people have. This could be get a quote. This could be, anything that you want. Now, imagine if I already have a trial and I already have an open opportunity in Salesforce, right? I don't want this free. If I come back to your website and I still see free trial on here, that's not a personal experience. That's not meeting me where I'm at. That's not letting me know that you already know who I am and know where I am in the journey, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up dynamic content. If they already have a free trial set up, right, we're gonna set up a different variation. So imagine here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a fake cookie to pretend like I already have a trial already set up and maybe it has expired. So now I'm going to click on this. What this is going to do is it's going to set a fake cookie on my website, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to reload this page. Now watch the CTA on the top right hand corner. You see how it's switched from free trial to book a session? Each person that comes to your website now is going to get a personalized experience. If you notice, this demo site here is built in WordPress. It's not a Pardot landing page. Has nothing to do with Pardot, but we're using dynamic content based on Salesforce data and Pardot data in one, right? This is how you personalize at scale. This is how you cut through the noise and talk to your users as if they're an individual. Now imagine you have users from Texas, from California, from Canada, from India, from New Braunfels, and they all have a custom background image based on the city they come from. Imagine if you have verticals or industries set up in Pardot and you want to dynamically show and withhold content on your live website based on that. This should carry over through the whole journey. Super simple to set up. If you need any assistance setting it up, feel free to reach out to us. But this is really a super killer feature in Pardot that goes underutilized, that allows you to create that amazing aha moment where people really feel engaged, like you really understand them and you know where they are in the user journey.